Swink graphics.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Swink here today on behalf of the Swink agency, and just checking in with y'all real quick. Got a new design on deck, and I'm trying something different. I was currently working on a design, and all of a sudden my power went out, and I was recording my screen. So it's like I'm already mad. So I'm like, how can I, keep the content and make it valuable? So I'm gonna do a before and after. So if you're looking on the screen right now, I just completed the design, but now I'm about to take it to Lightroom and bring it to a whole nother level and make the colors pop out. So that's the whole purpose for this video, just to give you that aspect. And so yeah, man, let's jump over to Lightroom. Let's get busy. Yeah. So mixing it up a little bit today, and before I jump into Lightroom, I'm gonna just look the design over just to make sure that I still like it, I'm comfortable with it. I don't want to make any changes. The restaurant is called Cabatas. I thought it was a cool little name. Let's say it's a Mexican spot. You know what I'm saying? They serve the best Mexican food in Atlanta. You dig? But yeah, so join the party. They having a sip and paint night, and this is the digital banner for them. So before we get started, I was looking at the sip and paint and had an idea to just kind of make some more colors pop out a little more. I think I want to play with that concept, but we're just going to see. Like, I'm one of those designers, I'm going to always just try it. And if I don't like it, cool. But if I end up loving it, I'm going to keep it. So that's just how we rock over here at the Swink agency. So I'm going to put a little gradient to it. I really wish Photoshop would upgrade some things about the software. I don't like how they do the gradients now. And I hate how they do the save as. I can never save over a document. Like, it always creates a copy. If anybody is watching this video and you know how I can save as and just save over the original copy, please let me know in the comments, because I can't figure that out for nothing. And it used to be so simple, but Photoshop, man, and their upgrades. Alright, so getting back into the gradients, I'm just kind of picking from some colors that are over here in the restaurant portion. I just think that would be cool to add and just give it a little spice to the design. I'm thinking about adding a little motion blur to it. Motion blur is always like pop out that vividness, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm going with it. Let me throw some purple over here, though. Oh. Alright, let's just see what we have. If I already made it a smart object, it just makes it easier for when you blur things. Let's just play with it. See if it adds anything to the design. So far, I'm not sold just yet, but come on, let's just keep playing with it. Let's see. Try to stretch it out a little more. It's too much. I'm bringing the opacity down a lot too. I just really want them colors to mesh. Like, it's not to be the focal point of the design, but sip and paint is kind of like the topic. So, I definitely want that to stand out, but also have some appeal of nightlife, if you will, because sip and paint, 9 times out of 10, it's gonna attract, a couple that's out having fun on a date night or something, and they're doing sip and paint. So just want to appeal to that target audience, and I actually do like it. You know what I'm saying? What y'all think, man? I'm gonna touch it up just a little bit more, and just to see. think I'm cool with the direction. Cause I'm the type, I'll start with a direction, and once I figure it out, like I don't want to change anything about it. So I think I'm at that point with it. But let me see, sipping paint. It's all about layers, guys, and just trying to do something different and something that's gonna define what you're doing. You know, some people would have said, "Hey, it's already done." 9 times out of 10, I probably would have said the same thing. But sometimes I just like to go a little extra. And like right now, I have a little idea. I think you guys will like it. Let me see, just to add that extra little spice, and then we can move over to Lightroom. I know you guys probably feel like I tricked you into a Photoshop video, but I promise you, Lightroom was on my mind. But if you're a perfectionist like me, you always got to look it over one more time, make any adjustments. So the design is done. Let me save it. But what I really want to do, see how the sipping paint is? I want to give a party that effect too. So just to give it that extra spice. So join the party. I'll take the period out. And what's cool about this, guys, what I love about Photoshop is all I have to do it is I'm gonna convert it to a smart object and copy and paste. Now, of course, by it being a smaller font, it's gonna like be too much for it. So what you do in that case is just kind of bring it down. It didn't get my colors though, so let me go in and get the colors. I know why. Did I color these? Wait, I'm in the wrong thing. Hold up, guys. I just gotta figure out where I'm at. Okay, party. This is what I was looking for. Okay. Okay, that's the party. Alright, and this is the sipping paint. So basically I'm trying to see if I put a gradient, where I put the gradient at. So basically the gradient is right here, and I just need to copy it over to party. Let's see. That's too much. So basically what we're gonna do, we're gonna come in the gradient, scale it up. Cause we don't need much. We just need to give it that atmosphere of party, and it has some lights behind it. So yeah, that's all we're trying to accomplish here. And let me see. Like I kind of like how that feels. I'm gonna adjust it in a minute, and then you'll see exactly what I mean. Okay, so take the sipping paint. So add that to the party, and what I need to do is figure out how to just add it to a party without the join. So I'm gonna add a mask to it and just clip it a little bit. Not a clipping mask, but just clip the part that is coming over into the join D, because that doesn't have to be on there. So let's see. So actually what I'm gonna do, Turn it back up just a little bit, just enough to get what I need and to give it that look. Come back over, join these, and we take it off of that. See how that looks. And that's the thing about graphic design. Sometimes you like it, sometimes you don't, but you know, it's best if you just look at it. And right now, I'm trying to figure out if I really like this. Do I want to let it rock or just go back? Because I like neat. I'm nice and neat, but I don't know if it's neat enough for me. Like, I get it, join the party. Like, it speaks to the sipping paint, but let me see. What y'all think? Should I take it off? Should I just leave it the way I had it? I'll continue to mess with it. Let's see, this is the party behind it. The color one. Let me zoom it in a little bit. That helps too. Definitely want to keep it because it definitely gives me that party vibe, and that's what we're trying to accomplish here. You know, we probably want to just raise it up just a little bit, just to give it a little bit more height. But other than that, I can't see anything wrong with it. We're keeping it at least. So I'm gonna raise it up just a little bit more. Hit OK. Let's see. Kind of give it that spice, right? I think I'm gonna keep it like that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep it like that. So I'm cool with that. I'm gonna save it down, and then we'll switch over to Lightroom to add the colors and make them pop. Give y'all this secret recipe right here. You know what I'm saying? Actually, it ain't a secret recipe. You know, I use Lightroom because I feel like Lightroom gives it that extra definition, that high def look. And truth be told, like sometimes you can even color on like just your regular iPhone, just depending on which one you have. Like a lot of these phones have great filters on them and stuff like that you can use to color photography or graphics, anything. So it just depends on what you like. You find a look that you like and you go from there. Okay, Lightroom wants to update. I'm gonna go ahead and update it. You know, they might give me some extra spice or something. You know what I'm saying? You never know. Skip all that. Okay, it's updating now. I'll speed this part of the video up. Alright, so now I'm opening up Lightroom. Gonna go into it and see how we can make these colors pop, man. So the Lightroom opens up. We're gonna go in and import it. Just waiting on it to pop up. Add photos. Set it on my desktop. See, there goes that copy thing again. Y'all let me know what's up with that. But here we go. Lightroom. So what I do is I pull the design up, right? And just kind of just take a glance at it real quick. I really like this design. Like I said, I came up with this in probably like 20 minutes, you know what I'm saying? And then I spent the extra maybe 5 minutes just tweaking it on the sip and paint and then on the party text as you guys saw. So right now it's just about, seeing if we need to make any more colors pop out. So I'm gonna go into my little presets. What I like to do a lot of times, you got it, is, let's see, go to my presets, right? And just kind of see, because a lot of times, like I have some real good ones in here that I made myself. Like this vector color pop is real good. Because you can come in, you can spend time on whatever, but if you've already done enough designs, you're not reinventing the wheel here. You're just trying to find a good mixture of what you've already done in the past and then blending that with the current design. So as I'm going through, like I see a couple of really good ones. I really like how a lot of these are turning out. I'm all about that vivid too, so let's see. That might be a little too vivid for me. But I like it. Let me see. See how vivid it is? But I think it's a little too vivid. So, I might come in, start toning some stuff down. Let's see. Actually, you know what I think I'm going to do on this one? I'm going to just save it. Because sometimes I'll save it and then compare it to the one that I really like. Then the best one, I keep it and delete the rest of them. So that's a little tactic of mine. So I'm going to save this one for now. Just because I like it, it's all vivid and stuff. But it might be a little too vivid for my taste. So let me see what else I have. Okay, so this is the original. And that's the thing about Lightroom. Like, you'll love the design before, but after it's just like, you don't even want to look at it before anymore. Like, because you can't get any brighter than that. Like, you brought the design to life. You made a really cool design, but now it's time to take it to a whole nother level, visual wise. And Lightroom is the program to help you accomplish that. It has helped me numerous times on numerous projects, and I'll always use this program. Let's see. Okay, so instead of the presets, let's do this. Let's just start from scratch. Let's just have some fun. Switch it up. Come back in. Okay. Alright, so reset the open. Alright, so this was the design before. So now we're gonna come in and touch it up. And what I like to do is really start with the colors. I like what one of the presets had. It made the colors pop immediately, but I think it was a little too vivid. So what I want to do now is just come in and just play with the colors. Like this purple that's over here, it's already set to purple. So I'm gonna, enrich those, bring those out a little more. And it's all about adjusting and playing with the hues and just finding a median of what you like and blending it together. Like that blue, make that pop out a little bit. Because the thing about, colors and stuff, like you don't want it to be so vivid that you lose the text. To me, the most important thing about any design is readability. Can I read this design? And if that answer is no, then you didn't, in my opinion, you didn't accomplish what you should have. You know what I'm saying? It should never be hard to read. Everything should kind of just be like, natural when you read it. And then you enjoy the design. Then you appreciate the art behind it. So, right now we're just touching up colors. I think we're good on this side. This is pretty vivid, but, for video purposes, I just want to see. I'm nosy when it comes to design, so I like to try things because you just never know. How many times have you worked on a design and looked at it a year later and was like, man, I would have did this to it, or I would have changed this up. I've done it plenty of times, so, and it's natural for that to happen too, so, don't beat yourself up over it. Let's see, play with exposure a little bit. We don't have to really expose this one a lot. Maybe just a little bit, see what contrast will do. I kind of like the contrast on this to be a little higher than I normally like, just because I like how it toned the design down, because we're very busy in the background, but we don't have a lot of text. So we're just trying to find a good median between both of those. And so far, I think we found that. We're just going to continue to adjust. It's like when you don't want to touch it anymore, that's when like, okay. Like even temperature, I don't think I want to change the temperature up. I think I'm cool on that. Maybe bring the tint up just a little bit. Vibrant should be pretty good. Let's see. And what I tend to do too, like I like to look at the original and then jump back and forth. Because that gives you a line of, okay, how far you come. And sometimes you can go overboard, just start over. Take that little extra time and really, make the design pop, but don't overdo it. Like these oranges and stuff, like they're pretty much good. Like I don't even want to touch them. I'm really more concerned about this area over here and making that pop. And a plane is flying over my house right now, so hope you guys can still hear me. I'm gonna continue working. Now I'm gonna see what the texture does, because it already has a lot of background to it. So I might want to keep that a little soft, but just for video purposes, we'll just see what we could do. Like to me, that's just too much right there. So, and we want to keep that paint vibe too, like up in here where it looks like clear paint almost. So let's see. And we're actually pressing up some t-shirts later. So, I'm thinking about taking out all the text and just maybe making this as a shirt just to see how it'll come out. But I don't know, we'll see. But, while you're at it, man, go check out the merch. Go grab you some merch, some TSA swag, man, at theswinkagency.com/shop. You know what I'm saying? Like every new design that I come up with, I'm throwing it up on the site. We just did a new dope one for Pavor. Go check it out, man. And copy one or two or three of them. You dig? So pretty cool with the colors. Let's see, blending. And sometimes you just gotta try it out. Just see what things do. Sometimes things move around, sometimes they don't. But either way, it's okay. Because it all boils down to preference. There's no right or wrong way to do this, guys. I'm just basically creating a digital ad. Picture yourself walking. You just got off a plane. You're walking through a terminal, and you're looking at a digital banner. And let's say a restaurant called Cabatas is trying to get your attention to come in and to, have a drink. Well, the whole sip and paint part might not apply, but the whole trying to get your attention part may. So instead of sip and paint, it could say, just join the party or whatever. And then let's say while you're walking through the terminal, you have some time to just, chill and just kick it. You go into Cabatas, you saw the digital ad. It made you want to go see what that spot was all about because it looks like the food is good. It looks like the drinks is popping, and you're gonna have a good time. So, that's what we're trying to accomplish here as far as graphic design. That's always the focal point. That's always the purpose of any design is how can I talk to a specific audience. And I won't even say specific because sometimes it could get vague too. But when I say specifically, I mean target audience. Like clearly, we're targeting people who enjoy a drink. If you like Mexican food, we want to pop those colors out to you and make you want to go experience the food. Spicy food. Let's say you're a spicy food person. I'm not. I really don't like spicy food at all. But, I love colors, so here we are. So now, we're gonna go down to the effects panel and like I said, play with texture a little bit. We'll bring it out just a little bit for the video. Clarity. Let's see. Clarity is always a good one. I do like that one a lot. So I'm going to bump it up just a little bit. Because now it's kind of taking on like a 3D effect to me almost. Like where the wine is in the glass, it looks like, it's providing shadow for the sip and paint. So I really like how those colors are jumping off each other and playing off the darker hues. And then we have the brighter hues over here. So I like all of this so far. Dehaze. Let's see. Okay, with dehaze, it actually gives us a darker tone. So if we want to bring that purple down just a tad, we can. I think I'm good. I think if I do, I'll bump it up. Let me see. Let me reset it. Sometimes you got to reset. Okay, that's original, and that's where we are now. So now I'm looking at the dehaze. Okay, I'm gonna bump it up. I'm gonna bump it up to right there. I feel good right there. And while you're at it, guys, be sure to smash that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up. If you like where we're going with this, if you want to see more of these, let me know. And we could do one of these per week. However y'all want to do it, man. So yeah. Appreciate y'all tuning in, and we're almost done. So one of my favorite effects is the vignette. I like it for reasons of like how it darkens the edge of designs. So let me show you an example. Like you see how that's just getting darker, and I use it to really hone in on my center focal point. So like I rarely use the white vignette, but the darker one, it always works for what I'm working on. So I'm gonna make it a little darker. Like I don't want to drown the colors and make everything dark, but I just want this design to have a good rich balance. It's gonna have a good balance of colors all throughout. So let's see. Let's see what midpoint is talking about. Okay, so, and some of these you might not even use. Like some of them I never do. So if you don't use all of them, don't feel bad. Sharpening, like sometimes I use that all the way, sometimes I don't. I think for this video, let me see, how do I want it? I think for video purposes, I just do a little bit. Gotta have a little bit of sharpening just to give it that you know what I'm saying? You always want the design to have that for real, for real. Let me see, noise reduction, see what you do. So it basically like blends the colors in more. I do like that, but let me see. I ain't gonna go all the way in. I'm gonna just see. So if I go over too far, what it's gonna do? So you can use this for like blending in and just softening up those textures that you brought out earlier. So I feel comfortable about right there. I'm telling you, this thing is really popping. There's a lot of colors in this. Let's see, this is the color noise reduction. So let's see what this does. Okay, I like this too because it's toning down a lot of that noise that's in the design. But I need to figure out where exactly I want to tone it down at. Let me see. Alright, so right now, I'll look at it on a black background, and because all of the colors are popping, it's a good contrast meter for me. And so right now I'm just looking it over. I love everything on the right side. I feel like we're good to go there. It gives me that restaurant vibe. It gives me that, hey, you want to be here. It's popping here. So let me see. Alright, so now I'm going to go back out. I'm going to look at the original. Like, we came a long way. Like, and I love the original. I thought we was good there, but like I said, Lightroom, it always surprises me. Every time I think that I'm done with a design, it's like, nah, you can go up another notch. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can go up a little bit more. So here we are. This is the original. This is the original, and this is the current one. So as you can see, the colors are definitely enriched, and we're almost there, folks. So right now, I'm playing with the color noise reduction, and just to see, sometimes you got to reset your eyes just to see. So now it's like, I don't want to see those blue textures. I want to soften them up. So now, let's see. Yeah, you see how that extra noise pop out? So now we're going to get rid of that. And make that blend into our design. So I really like how that is. I actually bumped that up to 95. Like, I don't know if I want to go to 100 just because I feel like, you ain't got to go that far. But let's see. 95 though? Okay. I'll try it one more time. That's 100. That's all out, foot on the gas. You know what I'm saying? No turning back. What y'all think? 100? 0. 0 to 100, man. I think we're gonna go for we're gonna go for 51. Because we still get that texture coming in through that purple and blue and over here. So I still like having that little texture just to give it that, you in the party, like it's a vibe, it's a whole vibe. So I think we're good there. Let me see. We good with the geometry of it. distortion. Didn't know they did that. I think we're good on that, though. And I think we could save. Let me check you out on the black. What you think, guys? This is our digital ad for Sipping Paint for the restaurant Cabatas. And their tagline is "Join the party." And you know who's behind this design, the Swink Agency. So if you like this video, man, be sure to give us a thumbs up. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. All of that good stuff. And yeah, man, I appreciate y'all for watching on D Swink. Till next time, man, I'm out. Peace.
D Swink Graphics.
If you like this video, subscribe to the channel and give it a thumbs up. And while you're at it, check out the website at theswinkagency.com. See you next time.
Visit us online at theswinkagency.com.